It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas everywhere you go. Take a look at the 5 and 10. It's glistening once again with candy canes and silver lanes that glow. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Toys in every store.
It's December here in Malawi, in southeastern Africa. Our family has been serving as missionaries here since September of 2018, a little over a year now. It's been really hot, dry, and dusty for the last few months, but the rainy season is just starting, so we are getting a few rains to cool us off. That being said, the idea of a cozy Christmas with snow outside and houses covered in lights seems pretty distant right now, although we are really thankful that a previous missionary family left us a Christmas tree. We wanted to take a few minutes to give you an update on what we've been up to here. A big part of our first year was focused on learning Chichewa, the local language, and getting to understand Malawian culture so that we can better build relationships with the people around us. In the last few months, though, we've started getting more involved in the ministry work we came here to do. Our primary ministry is working with a Christian medical center called Partners in Hope. It was started by SIM missionaries in 2004 and is now run by Malawians. We're here to try to build the capacity of the Malawians working at the hospital to better show Christ's love to the people of Malawi through quality, equitable, Christ-centered healthcare.
So I'm a nurse, and I was required by the Malawian College of Nurses to spend 9 weeks working full-time in some of the central government hospital facilities so that I could obtain my nursing license here in Malawi. It was a really eye-opening experience and just confirmed our desire to come alongside and support medical work here in Malawi. Government facilities in Malawi are very challenging. There are few doctors, often poor resources, and a large patient population for the few medical staff to serve. For example, in the referral hospital that I worked at, there were only 5 intensive care beds, which are meant to service over 5 million people. Even in the time that I was at the hospital, there were no sutures for them to do surgeries. They ran out of Tylenol, which was one of the few painkillers that patients had access to. Sometimes there were even 85 to 100 patients for 2 nurses to take care of, which is just impossible. So Partners in Hope is trying to meet some of that need and provide some services which don't exist even in the central hospital here in Malawi.
I work in IT and business administration and have been slowly building relationships with the 2 other guys who work in IT, as well as a number of other administration staff. Although Partners in Hope is our primary area of ministry, we're keeping our eyes open for other areas that God might lead us to be part of what He's doing. One really neat connection that He's brought about that we've mentioned to friends before is a guy named Safari and the Mennonite Brethren churches in Malawi that he leads. They're doing some great work in Zelika refugee camp, and Shannon was able to help lead a trauma healing group for women who have suffered a great deal as refugees. I've been able to help this rapidly growing young church with some much needed administration, such as helping with an accounting system and developing a website. Our kids are enjoying life here. Our youngest, Naomi, has started attending a nursery school in the mornings this fall and has been loving it. The older kids just participated in the school Christmas pageant. Their international school rented what I think is probably the nicest building in Malawi for the performance, which was a lot of fun. Although December here looks very different from back in Canada, in some ways I think that's good. We don't have some of the same distractions of consumerism and flashiness and busyness around Christmas. In fact, it makes me think that perhaps Malawians are able to more easily identify with parts of the Christmas story than we can. We hope that we'll learn a bit from people here about how to focus on the things that are important during Christmas. And we hope you'll be able to focus on that as well. We want to wish you all a very Merry Christmas.